alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boys for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause go ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Evans, the man in motion left. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 40-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Evans in motion left. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice.
And our definition of old running back. Because it used to be
looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick.
Games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run. And better shape now for 4.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down. But even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Patterson again. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Running left here. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Buccaneers 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Play fake. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons force the turnover
They'll take over at their own 27. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That's good for 28 yards.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. That's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, going back to Patterson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. To throw Mariota.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to be the 3rd down.
They're giving some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws out there.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Up past the 45 before being tackled.
131 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Miller in motion right. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 31, Mayfield. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guy.
Touchdown! Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Play action now. Mariota. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it dragged loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigating the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before they hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mayfield on play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Mayfield off the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Final play of the half. Mayfield going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Miller in motion right. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Mayfield down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Scotty Miller.
37 yards.
And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start the half.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Evans has it left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On play action, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake, Mariota. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And that'll be taken just outside the 40. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hook left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
He's got him in, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Evans, the man in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Suckup for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. End zone. Here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored the abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.